Section 5.5, Hyperbolas, Example 2. Find the standard form of the equation of the hyperbola that has vertices at plus or minus 6, 0, and foci at plus or minus 2 square root 10, 0. Use the graph provided for a sketch if it is helpful. So graph is not required on this one. I always find a graph helpful. So plus or minus 6, I'm going to go ahead and sketch that in. So we have a point at 6, 0 is one vertex, and a point at negative 6, 0 is another vertex. Okay, so that's going horizontally. So that is A, correct? That also tells us that if A is going, if those are the vertices, then that tells us that our equation is opening left and right. Okay, that also tells us that we're going to have x squared minus y squared. That's what's happening here. And that's simply because here's our vertices, this is our transverse axis. Our hyperbola has to go this way from the transverse axis. Therefore, x squared is first, subtracting y squared. Okay, so there's just a few details that I know from that plus or minus 6, 0. Let's go ahead and look at the foci. So B, that's not B, that's C. B is the one we don't know. Okay, so C is 2 square root 10, we're going to square it. So we get 4, 2 times 2 is 4, and square root of 10 times square root of 10 is 10. So that's 40. So that's C squared. Okay, also an approximate value for that is going to be 6 point something because square root of 36 is 6, square root of 49 is 7, so it's going to be 6 point something. So that puts our foci just a little bit past our vertices there. Obviously, center is going to be in the middle between these two sets of points, so 0, 0. Might not hurt to write that down, just for when we get to ones that aren't at the center. That's going to be an important detail. Alright, the last thing we need to find is B. So since C equals the square root of A squared plus B squared, because it goes opposite of this sign, right? That means we're going to plug in, well, that basically means that C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared, which means B squared is going to be equal to C squared minus A squared, which means B will be equal to the square root of C squared minus A squared, right? Just like that right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and plug numbers in. So we found C squared is 40. B squared is 36. So that's the square root of 4, which is 2. So B equals 2. And B squared equals 4, right? So that would be 2 this way. And our box would go in there, and our asymptotes would go there, and our graph goes here. But we don't have to graph. The only reason I'm putting points down is so that I can use it to help me write my equation. Alright, I think we're ready. So x squared over 36 minus y squared over 4 equals 1.